Welcome back. The return of the NFL season means Sundays on the couch, maybe a few wings, and of course, cheering on the green and gold.
But for one Wisconsin native, it means a return to the broadcast booth. For more on his one-on-one, we caught with a big name in the CBS family. We're joined now in studio by sports director Lance Allen, and this is a good story, Lance.
Thank you very much, and yeah, it's always good to catch up with one of the local ones that's gone national. Tony Romo grew up in Burlington, played nearly a decade and a half in the NFL, and now is the lead analyst for CBS in an exclusive one-on-one. Tony is all in on the Packers, but he also knows he can joke around too.
Tony Romo, welcome.
Tony Romo loves the imitations of his broadcast partner, Jim Nantz.
Hello, friends of America.
He does it with our crew every week when we see him on the road. It's, hello, friends.
Hello, friends.
And the funny thing is, it just makes me smile.
Hello, friends.
And mimicking himself by a fellow Wisconsinite, Frank Caliendo.
Oh, Jim, this is such good stuff.
Do you feel like he does a better Tony Romo than Tony Romo?
And on the defensive side?
I was in Tahoe last week, and the number of times I heard,
Here we go, Jim.
here we go, Jim. Like just the sayings and everything. That was all from Frank.
It's incredible, and it's amazing.
And he started that, and he probably does do a better job of me than I do.
On this day, Romo returns to his native Wisconsin to golf, but his mind doesn't wander far from football, broadcasting, and calling but never reaching the big game. 3 Super Bowls, though. I mean, for a kid from Burlington, that's pretty high honor.
Oh, yeah.
Calling him.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I mean, I feel like my goal is to get the Cowboys to a Super Bowl. And whoever I had to play for would have been that, but obviously it's Dallas, and so I have a special affinity for them and the organization and the Jones family. And so forever, as long as I live, I'll always feel like I didn't do enough, I guess you could say, because I didn't get us to a Super Bowl. But calling the games, it's obviously a special honor, and I feel humbled, and I have gratitude just for the position I'm in.
Hello, friends. Jim Nantz, Tony Romo.
He just called the Packers home opener,
I am impressed right now with this offensive line.
and he's all in on his home state team, recognizing what they have at the position he played for 14 seasons. Jordan Love entering year 3 as a starter.
The Packers are actually one of the teams that I think are a little bit under the radar right now, that are actually one of the best teams in the NFL.
And what a throw by Jordan Love.
Jordan just has to cut down on turnovers, and you see his talent and ability. He's gifted. His ceiling is incredibly high. And Aaron has maybe as big an arm as anybody ever. And we know Favre did too. Well, then you look at Jordan Love, and then you see that whole progression from Favre to Rodgers to Jordan Love being like back foot. Well, that's a gift. And so people sometimes are like, well, maybe that's not technically perfect. No, it is. Sometimes you don't have the time to change your feet and go there. Now, sometimes you do need to position yourself and be more fundamentally solid. But the fact that he can do that is rare, and that's the kind of quarterbacks you want. And Jordan Love has that ability, and not everyone does. But I think that all started with Favre.
You'll see Kennard's going to kick out.
He knows his stuff, yet sometimes the kid from Burlington, who became one of the top analysts in football, just has to pinch himself.
CBS, I've never been a part of another team, but I can tell you right now, this is the most family-orientated network
I'm so lucky to be here with you.
that I've seen or come across. And that's from executives all the way down. Like, everyone is tight-knit, they're close, and you feel like you're a part of a group. It just feels like people matter, and I really appreciate the fact I got lucky.
Kind of like us, right here. We're all family, you know? But no, Tony is a really down-to-earth guy and just really appreciates the fact that he got to that level. He is the lead analyst on CBS, and we've got another guy, J.J. Watt. He's not bad either.
Right.
Great debut in his broadcast.
Yeah. He's a pretty good golfer, too.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think he can swing it.
Yeah.
He's won a few tournaments, you know what I mean?
Great. Yeah. Burlington's pride.
How about that? And he
Love
knows the quarterback position. Like he said, you know, like Jordan Love, just got to cut down on the turnovers. But, man, sometimes even when he throws off his back foot, it's not a problem.
Sure.
He just has to know where it's going.
Yeah.
Well, and as you said, that emotion that you could see just from him talking about his own career.
I know.
Still feeling it.
It's so competitive. Like he wanted to play in a Super Bowl. And even when I asked him like 3 Super Bowls, he's thinking about playing. I'm thinking about broadcasting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's the difference.
Right.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Heck of a